luck, everybody. We are going to start with the value packs, and then we'll do Optic, and then the Resurgence. So good luck, everybody. Appreciate all of you guys. I really was planning to take the weekend off, but I just was going through too much withdrawal. I could not stay away. It killed me yesterday not to stream. It killed me. So here we are. All right, good luck, everybody. May your teams all hit something. Bennett, Gibbs, Anderson, Pacheco, Juju, Dotson, Palomalu. We got Jordan for Houston on the silver, starting us off. Brian Jordan. Sauce Gardner. Kool-Aid going to the Saints. Marvin Mims for Denver. Will Levis on the Fireworks. Joe Montana on the Portals. And a Flournoy for the boys. Starting us off. We got CD, Ed Oliver, Elway, Bo, Joe Mixon, Olave, Charbonnet, Kendre Miller on the silver for New Orleans, Luke Musgrave for Green Bay, Nico, Sneed, and look at that, little Cooper DeJean action for the Eagles. There you go, Bobby, on the red, white, and blue. That is nice. J.J. McCarthy behind that on the Prismatic. Derrick Henry, Prism Fireworks. And a Javon Bullard for Green Bay. We approve. Fourth year of Sauce. Sauce gets better as it ages, right? That's all you wanted, Bobby? You're good? I don't have to worry about Eagles cards anymore? That's fantastic. Hey, Only Dans, I saw you sneak in here. Hey, AD, we're just getting going, AD. Just getting going here. Swift, Buda Baker, TJ, Cooper, Randy, Aaron Rodgers, DeAndre Hopkins, Bradley Chubb on the silver going to Miami, Darius Slayton for the Giants, Jacob Cowing for the 49ers, Earl Campbell, Russell Wilson. Wow, we had a fifth. What is this? What kind of pack is this? What kind of sorcery. Michael Penix on the red, white, and blue. Tyson Bagent behind that. What a wild pack that turned out to be. Jonathan Taylor, Bo Nix on the green emergent. Adonai Mitchell. What a pack. How you doing, Only Dans? Oh, you like surprises, Bobby? All right. Sombrero Cat will surprise you with something, I'm sure. I don't know if that means the next pack is going to only have one red, white, and blue in it. I don't know what's going to happen in the next pack. It seems like they usually balance out, but I am way more than happy to see Michael Penix show up there. Zay, Bland, BB, Adams, LeFleur, Blankenship, Bobby Wagner. We got Jason Witten on the silver for the Cowboys. Jacob Cowing on the green. Byron Young. Oh, see, they did. I wondered if they would do that. They just gave us one. They always balance. Thanks, Panini. We got Drake May, though, on the Fireworks. We like that. Josh Jacobs and Robinson for the Jags. I guess if you were buying those individually, someone would be extra happy, and then the next guy would be like, what? He'd be extra sad. Hey, Savannah, welcome in. Hope you're doing good today. Herman Moore, Higgins, Andre Rison, Stafford, Franklin, Phil Simms, Allstott, A.J. Barner on the silver going to Seattle. We got Zeke for the boys, Fred Warner, Jordan Travis, Trey McBride for Arizona, another Michael Penix on the Emergent, Rome Odunze on the Prismatic Prism, Chop Robinson for the Dolphins, and a Kid Reporter. All good things. And I'd like to tell you guys that I am going to be on a regular schedule this coming week, but I can't do that. I don't know. I'll probably be live again tomorrow. I don't know how long I can keep up this pace, though. I'm an old man, and we'll see. Hendrickson, Brian Jordan, Elliott, Nick Chubb, Mahomes, Barkley, Scary Terry, Witherspoon on the silver going to Seattle. No, not Harbaugh. Beat it, Harbaugh. Dwight Freeney, Singletary, Byron Murphy for Seattle. DJ Moore on the hype. DK on the Prism Break. And a McClellan for Atlanta. We don't need no Harbaughs around here. I figure you'd be okay with that, Joe. I'll see what we can do here. We can get into this pack. There we go. Shakir, Mims, Badgett, Stevenson, Carlson, Hines Ward, Miller, Ramondre on the Prism for New England, Cade Otton for Tampa Bay. We got Mike Evans, Marshawn Lloyd on the red, white, and blue, and Corey Dillon. Haven't seen Corey Dillon in a while. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the Prismatic. Little Bo Nix Fireworks Prism, we approve, and a Xavier Worthy for Kansas City. We like that. All right, Dave D., you're on the board. The green is not numbered, no. Every pack has a green. Whoa, what's up, James? I haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. McBride, Corey Dillon, Derrick Henry, CJ, Olakun, Witherspoon, Bill Parcells. We got Bryce Young on the silver going to Carolina. Jordan Travis on the green. Jacoby Myers, CJ Mosley, Edgerrin Cooper going to Green Bay. We got Rome Odunze on the portals. Keon Coleman, green emergent, we approve. And a Jonathan Brooks. Thee is good, James. Thee is good. I am making sure I keep myself busy by streaming as much as possible. I can't stay away. Micah, Dak, Dalton, Adrian, Zamir, Tajay, Big Play Slay. Look at that, a silver. Keon Coleman, we approve. Buffalo, we approve. Shakir for Buffalo. Buffalo on a rampage. Ayuk, Spencer Rattler on the red, white, and blue. We got Derrick Henry. We got Latu on the fireworks. Breece Hall on the hype. And a Brock Bowers showing up for us as well. We approve of all of it. Yeah, I like Keon Coleman silver. I like that very much. Who we still missing? We haven't seen JJ, Jaden, Caleb. We still got work to do here. PS2, Michael Wilson, Stewart, Rashawn Gary, Jefferson, Gino, Brian Burns, Bill Parcells on the silver for the Giants, Jonathan Taylor Green, Lofton, Drew Brees. We got Jordan for the Texans, Roma Dunze on the Emergent. Hey, we'll take a prismatic prism, Malik Neighbors. Very nice. Leofow for the Cowboys. And a Kid Reporter. Yeah, Jeff. Neighbors. There he is. Showing up. All right. I'm just hoping something really good's waiting for us in that optic. Boomer. Lambjack. Josie. Pittman. Holland. Brad Johnson. Jalen Hurts. We got Mahomes on the silver. Very nice. I don't see that happen too often. For KC. Joe Namath. Krieg. AJ Barner. We got Micah for the Cowboys as well. Christian McCaffrey on the hype. Xavier Worthy on the Portals Prism. We like that. And a Drake May. And one pack to go. All right, we got Barry, Jamar Chase, Terrell, Baselli, Brissett, Robinson, Terry Bradshaw. We got Montgomery for the Lions on the silver. Lions have been quiet. Byron Murphy, Kyron Williams, Conklin. There we go. Keon Coleman, Buffalo. Buffalo's doing all right in this one. Red, white, and blue, we approve. Xavier Legette on the Prismatic. There we go. J.J. McCarthy, Fireworks Prism. And a Rook for the Falcons. All right, not a bad finish there. We'll take that finish. Yeah, Scotty. Keon Coleman is showing up for you. That's good. That's good. All right, Optic H2 is next. All right. Good luck, everybody. I don't know if I've even opened one of these yet. I don't think I've opened an H2 Optic this year, so empty box. Let's see what we get. Good luck, everybody. All right, Marvin Harrison Jr., that's a good start. Eric All. Jaheim Bell on the Mojo and Deuce Vaughn. All right. We can take that start. We'll take that start. I haven't got to see too many of these be opened, so I'm cautiously optimistic on this. We got Jacob Cowing. Blake Corum, nice. Nice hit there for the Rams. Beauty. That is a beauty. We approve. We got Drake May on the My House behind that. Nice. And a Pat Fryermuth. Jack, this is it for me today. This is break number 2 today, and I was supposed to take the day off, and I just couldn't. So, this is it today. Yeah, 2 on my day off is enough, I think. Although it's only 4:30, so who knows? Maybe I'll show up again. It's hard for me to stay away. Although Mrs. Wise Guy is probably going to make sure I do not jump back on here again. Luke McCaffrey. Look at that. Lab McConkey. Oh, I had a feeling. He was pretty quiet last break. That's nice. That is a beauty. Trey Benson on the Hidden Potential and Dalton Schultz. Yeah, we like that. We like that, don't we, Dan? That's nice. That is a nice. All right. So far, so good. We just need some QBs now. Get this pack open. There we go. We got Mason Smith, Ben Sinnott, Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags. We approve. And Dallas Goedert. Chris Jenkins, Dallas Turner, always haunting my sleep. Dallas Turner, Edgerrin Cooper on the silver, and a Montez Sweat. Every time I see the Vikings logo, I get excited, and then Dallas Turner. Edwards, Michael Pratt. We got Kelsey on the Lighted Up and a CJ Mosley. Lighted Up. I do like that insert. I do like that insert. But I suppose I would have been surprised if Michael Pratt didn't show up somewhere in this break. Hopefully that's the last time we see him. Jaden Hicks. Nate Wiggins going to Baltimore. There you go, Baltimore. Byron Young for the Rams and a Mahomes. Oh, because he was on one team and one another. That's funny that you mentioned that on Michael Pratt. Yes, he is in a Green Bay jersey, but the card will go to Tampa Bay. And I know people fight over Michael Pratt cards, so I am sorry that one got away from you, Green Bay. It's hard to make up that kind of loss. Yes, everybody wants a piece of Michael Pratt. Troy Franklin, Newton, Best Tutties, Tyler Lockett, Geno going to Seattle, and Aaron Rodgers. No case hit today. Rats. All right, that means it's up to Resurgence. And we all know what Resurgence can do. I have seen the power of Resurgence. All right, empty box. Good luck, everybody. Randy Moss, Kurt Warner, Chad Johnson, McCaffrey, Egrin James. We got Jordan Love on the conductors. 136 out of 149 for Green Bay. Little Brock Bowers action is nice. And an Egrin Cooper for Green Bay as well. Get out of here. There we go. Marshall Faulk, Lawrence Taylor, Jerome Bettis, Eddie George, Johnny Wilson on the refractor, little Bucky Irving on the circuit breakers for Tampa Bay, Jermaine Burton, and a Xavier Legette for Carolina. Some over here, huh? Joe Montana, Earl Campbell, Barry, Peyton Manning, Frank Gore. How about that? That is 14 out of 15 for the 49ers. Nice hit, 49ers. That's awesome. We got on the conductors Drew Brees, Devontae Walker for Baltimore, and Alatu for Indy. Nice hit for the 49ers. And that's going to New Vision. There you go, New Vision. I hope you're out there. Congrats on that. Out of 15, Frank Gore action. Hard to say what that means for the RPA, though. I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Bobby. When we get an auto like that, what does that do for the other autos? I don't know. Keyshawn, Terrell Owens, Howie Long, Marcus Allen. We got Troy Polamalu. That is 1 out of 75 for Pittsburgh. Nice hit. We got Xavier Worthy on the Voltaic for KC. There's a Jaden showing up for us and a Junior Colson as well. Because I will give Topps credit here. They're really good about balancing out the boxes. I just don't know when they throw in a card like that, how does that affect the balance of the box? I don't know. The next auto should give us a clue. We will see. Yes, for sure we will. For sure we will. Usually I can tell when, if it's just a regular little rookie auto, something big's coming. But when they give you that, I don't know. Michael Irvin, Thurman Thomas, Michael Vick, Okoye. Anthony Gould is 60 out of 99 going to Indy. Xavier Worthy on the Voltaic. I think we just hit one of those. Brendan Rice and a Spencer Rattler. We got Jerry Rice, Kelsey. I think I see a redemption. Tom Brady, Adrian Peterson. It is a redemption. Peyton Wilson. Good luck, everybody. Theo Johnson. We got Jerry Rice on the Glimmer and Gleam. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. Congrats. Blue Surge of Bucky Irving. How about that for Tampa Bay? I like it. I like it, Tampa Bay. Who grabbed old Tampa Bay? Darth Mako. Congrats, Darth. Little Bucky Irving. We approve. We approve of that. Nice hit. Now I really don't know what that means for the RPA, though. We got Bucky Irving Redemption. I don't know. And a Frank Gore. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, Bobby. I just don't know. Isaac Bruce, Hines Ward, Will Levis, Flutie, Cedric Gray on the Refractor. We got Ladd McConkey on the Voltaic. I don't know why they're throwing those in upside down. McMillan for Tampa Bay and a J.C. Latham for the Titans. Titans pack. Oh, you're right. That is an RPA. I skimmed past that part so fast. You're right. That is the RPA. I don't know what we got left then. I skimmed right past that part. I just assumed it was a regular auto. Singletary, Aikman, JJ, Dan Marino, Dan Fouts on the Refractor, Tom Brady. 154 out of 275 on the Conductors. That's cool. Oh my gosh. I just need to show this because I was pretty sure. This card actually goes to Tampa Bay. I don't know why they put him in that uniform, but it's for Tampa Bay. So I just want to make sure that is on camera. It's ridiculous that they do that, though. Kinchins and a Jaden Hicks. Why would they do that? That is like a Panini move by Topps, is what that is. Yeah, that's definitely something Panini would do. We got Drew Brees, Dawkins, Frank Gore, Greasy. We got Frank Gore again. 201 out of 399. Frank Gore box. We got Kelsey on the Glimmer and Gleam going to Bobby Dalton, Marshawn Lloyd, and a Troy Franklin. Three packs to go. And since that redemption was the RPA, I don't know where this last auto is going to be. We're going to hit it soon. Charles, Fred Taylor, Favre, Newsome, what? Ed Too Tall Jones? That's crazy. They gave us two. That's not numbered. Two old school. Ed Too Tall Jones. Molecular Marks for the boys. CJ Voltaic, Tyler Guyton, and Isaac. That's kind of crazy. Chase. Congrats, Chase. That I did not see that coming. Ed Too Tall Jones. I would expect that to be numbered, but it's not numbered. There's no number on it. That's wild. It gave us two old school like that. I don't think I've ever opened a box that did that. And, well, it did give us a Bucky Irving. That's kind of different. Bryce Young, Ray Lewis, Boomer, Joe Thomas. We got Sanders still on the Refractor. Bucky again on the circuit breakers. Braylon Trice and a Malik Washington. Stinky, is that true or are you making that up? Oh, that's good to know, Bobby. So the Bucky Irving redemption is quick to return. All right, I'll do a recap after this. I appreciate you guys, and of course, I'll help you if you had a rough break. Once I sort it, I'll see Freeman, Manning, Fouts, Eli on the refractor, Ray Davis on the circuit breakers for Buffalo, Fuaga for the Saints, and Ainias Smith for the Eagles. Yeah, give me a second. I'll do a recap. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was kind of wild. Wild finish. I got to be better about stacking these up. They end up all over. All right. We had the Tom Brady out of 275. Brock Bowers. Kelsey on the lighted up. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags. Drake May, My House. Marvin Harrison Jr. JJ Prism Fireworks. Keon Coleman on the red, white, and blue. Xavier Worthy Portals Prism. Malik Neighbors Prismatic Prism. Spencer Rattler on the red, white, and blue. Keon Coleman Silver for Buffalo. Keon Coleman Green Emergent. Bo Nix on the Fireworks Prism. Marvin Harrison Jr. Prismatic. Michael Penix Emergent. Drake May Fireworks. We had Jordan Love out of 149. Nate Wiggins on the Mojo. Dallas Turner. Lab McConkey. I really like that one. Blake Corum for the Rams. Bell for New England. Leggett on the Prismatic. Drake May. Brock Bowers. Xavier Worthy. Roma Dunze on the Prismatic Prism. Michael Penix, red, white, and blue. Mitchell for Indy. Bo Nix on the green Emergent. JJ Prismatic. Cooper DeJean on the red, white, and blue. Bucky on the Circuit Breakers. Ed Too Tall Jones. That's wild. Lab McConkey Voltaic. Bucky Irving RPA for Tampa Bay. Xavier Worthy Voltaic. Frank Gore. That was 14 out of 15 for the 49ers. Bucky Irving Circuit Breakers. Gould out of 99 for Indy. Jaden Palomalu out of 75 for Pittsburgh. And a Xavier Worthy Voltaic.